Alrighty, back at it again. We're gonna try to continue, or actually take away everything that I've already done. Opening up shop. Here we go. Something like that. Get a full view of the mess and the work area here. All right, this is for a pressure washer, so we'll just put that down there. So many things, so many things. Do what to do, what to do, what to do. Well, it's kind of a little bit of a breeze, so about 60 something, 60 some degrees today. All right, let's see what we're talking about. We could do. It's too bad we can't. We don't need to work on the Corvette today because the Corvette is driving. Corvette's good, so we don't have to drive. We don't have to work on that today. We could work on. Actually, no, I got that one working. So this one here is good. But we can take a look around at this property here. So this property is a small property, and we recently redid all of the roof got done, and we redid um, the window shutter, decorative shutters. So the landscaping and stuff, I sprayed the weed killer. Gotta get all of that purdied up. But back to the project at hand. And today, the project at hand is not going to be some of the other videos and some of the other projects that I mentioned about cutting back all of these trees and limbs that are, pretty much uh, looking like they're about to fall. But all this trees and stuff, instead of falling on the house, eventually have to get those cut down. These are all pretty old. So cut all of this back. If I can get a way to cut all of this back about 20 feet, then that'll regain a lot of the yard back. But projects and projects, more and more to do. And today's project is staying on top of this right here. So we're gonna get this, and this is our view for the majority of the day. Try to stay accountable, try to dig into this, and stay focused, and just keep on tapping away at it. So previous videos, or we could just make this a all-inclusive kind of a video. So what we have is the thing here. Let me actually change, if I could change the microphone, because I have, let me double check. How do I change the microphone settings? Let's see. Or once you start the live, you can't really change the microphone settings. I guess I'll just have to wait and see. So I had all of this installed, everything installed. I even modified, tubes. I added all of the radiator coolant and everything. I came up with a connector that's broken, so we're gonna have to pull that out here. This is all mingled and bent, so we're gonna get that done. But first things first, I guess we'll tear all of it apart again. So yeah, definitely get all of that done. Get a little coffee here. Get some Daily Joe, some coffee. A little makeshift chair there. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. And do I really need to take this apart? Maybe not. Maybe not. Got this little transfer pump, so we're going to be using that today. So today we will be removing. So we got the batteries in here. I'm gonna put this inside there. I'm gonna put this inside the other jug for the container, and we're going to see what we got. Yeah, that's exactly what we would do. It's all good and all, but guess what? It doesn't fit. And just as everything else must go, Everything else that we run into is the same thing as now. So basically, we thought we had the right tool, and this right here is too big in diameter. So when I turn it on, it's supposed to suck the liquid through, and then it's gonna spit it out here, and then we're gonna put it into a jug so that we can, get the liquid. This one is this is the dirty one, and we want to save it, so we're gonna try to use a cleaner one. And let's assume this one was the one that we needed. If you all come in, go ahead and say something. I'm gonna be pretty much uh, working on the 2022 Prius, and then I'll just put something in here so that people know, because not everybody reads the description before they come on in, and my title wasn't anything that says I'm working on a car, so we're just chit chatting. So here we go, working on the 2022. I might get so busy with digging into this that I don't even see or read the comments. So if you are in, then come on in and say hi, what's up, so I can just kind of look at it back every once in a while. So okay, here we go. We'll get this started. So exactly. So we're gonna have to make something. We are going to make something that will go down here. What is that? What is that? We'll have to make something. What can I make? 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 All right, so we're gonna go from a bigger tube to a smaller tube, just so that we can try to make this work. I was gonna buy a turkey baster, but instead of buying a turkey baster, I bought this thing. So actually, can't really open it up here because I need this. And shoot, I think we're gonna be losing the ability to create suction. We're ready. Yeah, I don't think this turned out as great as I thought it was gonna grow. Um, All right. Let's see. Now we got a clean container, and we're gonna go ahead and empty out this stuff here. Just to reiterate, I'm not trying to ignore everybody. I'm just gonna stay busy, and then come in. You come in. If you happen to catch some of it, then you happen to catch some of it. So I'm going to. Shoot. Yeah, that'd be great. Just throw a tool right into the brand new AC condenser, break a hole in it. So now I would have to wait for another part to come in. So I got that one off. Hey, what's up? Say hi if you're coming in, checking out the stuff here. Or say the stuff we're doing here. Oh my goodness. I definitely haven't worked with stuff like this in a long time. Yeah, appreciate it. Definitely need the luck on my side. Alright. We don't have all the necessary stuff, so I went ahead and got some Ziploc bags, and we're gonna try to keep this somewhat organized. So we're gonna use a Ziploc bag. Doesn't matter if it's one or uh, two bolts. We're just trying to, keep everything together so that I'm not needing to lose or have to buy stuff. But anyways, that piece was messed up. It's all bent up, and it already has a piece in there that's broke. So um, I did go ahead and pick up the new piece that doesn't have the broken part on the backside. So with this, it's gonna be better. And then we keep the parts together. All right, new part with the bolts. Keep it together. Now I have to put it off to the side, and the old part can go in here with old parts. All this together here is for the air intake. So I'm going to keep all of that together again with the proper bolts, and just do it a little bit of the organized way, so we're not messing up here. One of the headlights off. So I'm gonna put this over here to the passenger seat or whatever, so it doesn't touch the driver's side. Put it in the driver's seat. All right, so just keep it out of harm's way. myself a little bit more working room. And go ahead and disconnect the battery. Always disconnect negative first. And then positive. Go ahead and disconnect positive. We'll go ahead and lift the battery out. We'll get it on a trickle charger so that we have no issues later. Got our the battery charger, so we're going to go ahead and hook up the battery so that we can get a good charge on it. So like I said, if you're coming in for the first time, go ahead and say hi, just so I can read some stuff later. So, you know, I get bored and come back. And it goes in reverse. So over here, when you disconnect the battery, you disconnect negative, and then you disconnect positive. But over here, whenever you hook it up, you want to do it reverse. So we're going to go with positive, and then connect to negative, which actually completes the circuit, and then you have power. So we're going to get it on a triple charge. And then you pick the settings here, and now we have it on. It's already at 12 volts, but we'll go ahead and give it a solid charge there. How you doing? Good. Yeah, let me. There you go. What's the first class? Oh no, you're good. Oh yeah. All right, we're back. I guess we got a part for the vehicle, so we're gonna go ahead and open that up. Uh, this is one of the pieces. I mean, I've gotten so many parts over the time, so this is just another piece. So we'll go ahead and put this in here. Ugh. again, if you're coming in for a first time, go ahead and say something because I can read that stuff later. I never understood this, every time they send a part to me, they find the biggest box that they can find. The biggest box that they can find just to send a small part, So we got a part, and it came. But this is like literally not even the part that I'm working on right now. So this is just going to go into the parts. Nothing else in the whole box. Alright, so that's going to be whenever this is all said and done. I guess this is one piece that sets, like, literally, it just sets right here on top, and then you have the hood, of the car, and then you're gonna have the grill of the car and the bumpers, and then the turn signals down there. But yeah, that's it. So big old box, and just send one little part. I'll move this out of the way. It's going to bring the part that we're actually working on. So we're going to remove all of this stuff, and we're going to have to replace the radiator. So that's what we're actually doing. So the radiator goes in like this, so that all of the hoses can be connected properly. And what we ran into last time was this radiator hose was not the right size. So we pretty much took the existing hose over there, and we had to modify it and make it smaller. And then after we got everything hooked up and we got the coolant filled, we noticed that we're having a leak, and the leak wasn't from any of the hoses that were connected. It was actually from this top piece right here. There was a model of radiator that had a extra hose and hole right here. Then this one was connected. This one looks like they didn't machine it out and it looks like it's just a plastic cap. Um, so literally all of this, opening everything back up just to finally get this piece back in there. So we'll get to that, and then kind of go over what the other one looked like. So this is the one that was damaged in the accident. So can't reuse that. But when I reordered it, I just counted like one, two, three, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, like seven holes, 7 things. I went online, I ordered the one, and it looked like it was the right one. But like I said, whenever that radiator came in, it was actually still uh, not the right one. So always double check your part numbers. Always order the right thing so you know you're getting the right thing. And this one here is holy shit. This one might be the wrong one too. Damn it. Because that one over there says a different part. So either the sticker on that was wrong because I think I did order that one before and it actually didn't work out. All right, back to ripping this apart, getting all of this stuff done. Ugh, let's get my chair back here so we could do some some thinking and what's the next step here? Yeah. What is the correct part number for the radiator that I need on a 2022 Toyota Prius Prime?
The OEM part number is 16400-37380. That's the genuine Toyota radiator assembly for your 2022 Prius Prime. Confirmed across multiple Toyota part sites for the 1.8-liter hybrid. It fits the Prius Prime directly. Here's what the part looks like. It's a standard aluminum core radiator with plastic end tanks. Double check your VIN with the dealer to be 100% sure, since there can be minor build variations. But this is the one listed for your model year.
Yeah, definitely some minor build variations because this will be the third radiator that I got in, and still slight differences. So I'm ordering an OEM. It's a manufactured part from CSF. So give me their part number. It's like 3748 or 3784 or something like that.
It's CSF 3943 for your 2022 Prius Prime. That's the one that matches the OEM 16400-37380. The 3784 is for the earlier Prius and Prius Prime generations, which is why you've been getting slight differences. Those are the wrong ones for your model year.
Yeah, but you fixed yourself because before you said that that was the right one. I ordered it. So now we do have the 3943. So I think we should be good. But the last one that came off of the car was part number 3738.
You're good with the CSF 3943. That's the exact aftermarket match for your OEM 16400-37380 on the 2022 Prius Prime. The old 3738 that came off your car is actually a CSF part for Ram trucks. Totally different vehicle, so it explains the fitment headaches you've had. Now you've got the right one.
Maybe it just came in the wrong box, but not the wrong box. There's a sticker on there that says Toyota 3738.
That sticker saying 3738 is probably just the last four digits of the OEM Toyota part 16400-37380. It's not a CSF number at all. The CSF 3738 is a
Okay,
Ram truck.
anyways, hopefully I got the right one. This will be the third time that I'm putting this together, and hopefully this is the right one. Move the cable back here. All right, now this is done, so I'm gonna stick this one right here. This is a good headlight for one of the sides. So now we got both of the headlights off. We got everything kind of opened up. Now we're gonna start taking away the rest of the framing. Make sure that all of that is opened up again. I gotta open up all of this radiator frame housing. I gotta remove the bumper again. Basically, that's what we're up to. That's what we're up to. uh, mailman. Same thing, same thing. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I know I'm going slow, but that's my method. So I can make sure that we have somewhat organized so that I don't misplacing stuff. End up taking longer than I need to on some of this. Definitely feel like some of this is already not going together like it was previously. Yep. So like some of this could be routed differently because of the accident. I think this was routed uh, slightly different because why would this be in the way of those uh, those bolts? So I might have to try to bend this and see if it's something that needs to be fixed. This one here. And that's what happens. I usually, get in here, start doing something, and then I see something. And I'm like, well, maybe I should go ahead and buy and replace that because that looks like something that needs to be done. So, and it ends up taking longer in the long run. Okay, this is the upper radiator support and the horns and stuff like that basically are connected there. All of the screws that go with it. And I'm sure usually it's like zip tie the baggie with the part and then put it on a shelf so that even if someone else came to the shop, for example, if I had an operation like a shop, then they would be able to grab the part and have all the hardware that they need with it instead of having to figure it out each time. So I'm gonna put this also someplace. That's how bad it was. This piece right here that goes straight down is the side radiator support that goes straight down, and this is what it looked like from the accident. So you can definitely tell that it needed to be uh, replaced. So that's what we did. We had this whole thing torn open and replacing everything. Get all these pieces back out. Those are literally just air deflectors. All right, so here's the air AC condenser tube. Close this up. All right, let's bring you guys a little closer and show you guys what we're actually working with here. So this is the AC condenser. This one is the radiator that I showed you. This is the fan shroud. So we're going to disconnect the fan shroud. We're going to disconnect the AC condenser. We're going to remove the radiator, and we're going to replace it with the new part. This is new, but it's the wrong part. And how do we know it's wrong? Because I already modified the hose. I had to go from bigger hose down to a smaller fitting into a smaller connector. So now that we have the correct radiator, we won't have to have this concoction in here, and we'll replace the hose and we'll go back to the regular fitting. After I had all of this filled, I mean, all of it good, I had it filled up. And where did we find the hole? We found, instead of 7 hoses, we found this extra one right here. And this one here was leaking. So instead of um, keeping it here and finding a way to cap this off and block it, I wanted to get the correct radiator. So the new radiator doesn't have this, because I already showed you that it's capped off. So that's why we're tearing this all open again to finally get the right stuff in the right places. So that is what we are literally working on time and time again, to make sure that we do have the correct pieces on here, even though it's a lot of work to rip everything open and just to get to this one piece. It's what I gotta do. It's necessary. So that's what we're doing. And then along the way, we're seeing connectors that need to be depinned, and we have to switch out these connectors so that whenever they go together, they're not gonna, vibrate and fall apart. So that's what we're doing. Oh, what's up, Adam? Uh, Yep, can't really chill. Just saying hello. That's what I like, man. I appreciate you dropping in just to say hi. I appreciate it. Like I said, drinking my coffee, working on the car. Third time doing it, but slow is smooth, smooth is fast, and it'll get done. And then once it's done, because I'm trying to do everything the right way, so once it's done, I won't have to worry about doing it again. So. All right, back to the. All right, so we're gonna drain out. We're gonna take these nipples off, and we're gonna place those on the new radiator, so that we have those here. Boom, boom. All right, that was quick. Put that over there, and even though it looks like I could take this apart, the most actually, there's too many plastic pieces, and there's just so much going on, that if I try to take it apart this way, then I'll probably end up not having enough room. I'll mess up something. So I'm gonna do this the right way. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this so that I can get this off. Then I'll move to the next part, and then uh, it'll just line up. Everything will line up a lot better. So, like I said, even though I'm digging in deeper and deeper, I just have to keep everything together. Same dealio, same dealio. Always make sure we keep everything together because when you're coming back to it and your part is separated from all the hardware, then it just takes also a longer time. So, and these power All right. Eight bolts for the upper bumper bar. Make sure that all the wiring, all the connectors are disconnected so that you don't rip anything out. Right. Everything off, loose, and now lift it up. Okay. Another piece, another thing. That. Okay. So now looks like we have all the wiring here. Looks like we have other stuff. Okay. Already. Okay. Disconnect that one. Now this comes out. Remove one more piece here. Get that removed so that this can have room to lean forward. Just the bumper on there. What I'm removing now is the AC cooler and radiator shutter fan, or I'm sorry, shutter vent. So when you're driving at certain speeds, that is an electronic vent that deflects air into the area, or it closes it off. And wires disconnected. Okay. Wires disconnected. Another one here. So now we can see the work that I did months ago when I didn't want to keep on throwing money at this, but this was still functional, and the wiring was good. So electronics and everything was good. I just had to, fix some of the place where the bolt went. So, I mean, everything else was good. So this is the majority of my fix was on this side. So over here, we had to reconstruct this so the holes would line up, and we had to rebuild this with another plastic piece. So this side is still good, black plastic, and just a little bit to make sure that that wasn't gonna fall off. But yep, besides the color, it's good as new, and it still works, still functional. So now we'll set that off to the side with the proper hardware. So that's good. Now we have more space. This can lean forward. So now we have to disconnect it from the radiator. And the way that it disconnects is so you have to lean it forward, and then you have to lift it up, because on the radiator there's a little plastic clips. So you gotta lean it back and then lift it up. Okay. This side is not playing nice. Okay. So now that is good. So we have both sides lifted up off of the radiator, and now on the radiator part, we'll have to drain and disconnect all the hoses. We also have to disconnect the fan shroud. And then spammer calls, always getting those kind of spammer calls.
one side, and then we have the other side here. So now we've disconnected this reservoir so that right now it doesn't have pipe. Right. That's the shroud. So the fan, it looks like the fan and the radiator, we're gonna have to probably bring out as one unit and then do its disconnecting. There's wiring on the back of the fan. So we have to disconnect. We got to disconnect those wiring clips. They pretty much go in there and clip on like that. This has two electronic motors, so both of the wiring on both has to be disconnected. So both of those off. Bring it over here. Right. From the bottom, there's a module that I'm going to have to remove from the fan shroud so that both of those can come out as a unit. So get some more coffee and then jump in there. Alrighty. Yeah. Let's think about this. If I drop the bottom radiator support, then that'll give me all of this uh, dropping down. And if I do that, then I could get this out of the area. I think I am going to have to remove this. Um, Either way, we'll just take it slow. Bottom radiator support. Make sure keep all of those bolts together. And over here. Nice. Nice. So now we remove the bolts on the lower radiator support, and that's going to drop all of this down so we can have more finagle room. So now we definitely have the room to get in here and do this stuff. All right. There's some
residue here. So, check on the battery here. The battery looks like we're still okay. So it's still working. All right. 59%. 12. It says 12%, but it's 59%. I'm sorry, 12 volts. Probably because, yeah, we got it hooked up. And then 59. Yeah. Even though it looks like a AGM, I guess it's a standard, so I had to switch the settings on it, standard, and then at a 3%, 3 amp recharge rate. Okay, so back to here. Is we have flexible tubing, and then we have the non-flexible, so we can still keep it like this. It's not, really harming anything. No. I mean, that's just to say, once I get the radiator done and put it all back together, I still got to take it to an AC place anyways, because they got to recharge this system, because this is new. So there's nothing in there. So I could just, disconnect it. But my focus is right here. Okay. Remove, disconnect. right. Let's see. Totally forgot about this connector. So I gotta depin this one and uh, pin a new connector here. So that means I'm gonna have to remove some of this airbox and the air intake, the mass airflow sensor, so I can have more room. Still gonna need more space. More space. More space. Need more space. Need more working space. Anybody else new? Come on in and say hi, what's up? So later I can come over there and read some stuff. Keep me motivated to keep on trucking away at this. Two bolts inside the box, down at the very bottom. Deep down in the box. Now, move this. Two screws down there. All right, now we have enough room, but I will have to pin that before I put everything back together. So right now we'll stay with the taking things apart mode. All right, let's What we got? What we got? Say hi. Say hi. What's up? Or just come in and don't say hi. YouTube should give me a list of how many people come in just to look and look-sees, look and leave. I should be wearing the sweater, the come and go sweater, because people are just coming in, watching, and then going without saying anything. All right. Okay. Need to grab some stuff. These are those connectors that I need to replace. So again, hopefully they send you the right one, so that whenever I do depin the wires and repin into the new connector, that everything lines up, everything is good to go. And then you have the depinner tool, and then get all of that done. These are good, but they're just big, so I need something smaller. And then the smaller one has one side that is broken, and then the other side that's still. So it's no longer a pointy tip. So I'm just gonna equal it out and make it to the same thing so that I can actually grab things. You know, I can still grab things with it. Here we go. Mission complete. Took off the little piece there. Now we have both of the sides pretty much the same. So now I can round off the top, and it'll be a tool that is more useful than what it just was. Alrighty, old school way. We're gonna round off the edge here on the concrete because we'll have the thing. Looking a little bit better. So now I can actually use it. All right. All right. I got one of the connectors off, and luckily that wasn't full, So double check here. Yep, there's one more connector down here that I totally didn't remember. So this is another connector that I can always do later because it's on the bottom. But for now, I need to Alright, we got the container to catch whatever coolant is gonna come out. Just wash your hands often. I mean, I have those gloves, but sometimes, they're slippery, even though they're like supposed to give you grip. They're just uncomfortable to work with. And I'd rather just wipe my hands and wash my hands. All right, so nobody else. All right, here we go. I think okay. I'll probably just find a way to time lapse this because this is absolutely ridiculous. It's just taking a long time. I didn't want it to take a long time. Definitely need. I guess we'll do it because this is the coolant stuff that's about to fall off or come out. So. All right, remove the plug. Radiator coolant is leaking out the bottom here. We're going to capture all of that because it's still fresh and clean. We're going to be able to reuse that. I guess we have a second one here. It might need to be opened as well. All right, now we have flow, a lot of flow. Okay, now that we got all of this toxic coolant out, we're going to go ahead and put this back inside the canister. And that canister is this one here. Totally forgot that, that it was almost full. So it was overflowing. Now that that is all set, go ahead and cap it off. And I don't know, even though it's still good, it's fresh, it's new, there was still a lot of like dots and spots. So I might just go ahead and pick up a couple more uh, new ones so that I don't put contaminated coolant back in my system here. So if you're coming in, say what's up. Hey yo, Hollywood, what's up, man? So we're finally getting to it. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. You said so. We are adding a turbo. Yeah, no, I'm finally getting to one of the things on my to-do list. Yeah, Adam left a while ago. He just stops in and he just wanted to say hi before he headed back out. He was in here about maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes ago. I hate Toyota more than ever after working on it, bro. Actually, they're not that bad. I mean, you know, they're gonna last forever. So you figure the little time that you put into it. I mean, yeah, I understand you put a lot uh, more into it. I'm rebuilding a new, 2022. You were dealing with stuck bolts. You have to use WD-40. You were probably, snapping bolts, and then you have to like, find a way to extract them and drill them out, and then retap the threading, and you know, you got a lot different stuff going on. Stuff that's been sitting there, dried on, caked on with whatever dirt and whatever else. But this was pretty clean and fresh. Uh, and then, of course, the accident. So right now, I gotta tear it all apart just to replace the radiator. So I got the AC condenser. I got that pushed out of the way so that I can get to the radiator. We're gonna replace the radiator. I already drained it out right now. I'm draining it out, and then we're gonna jump back into it. So I appreciate you stopping in and saying what's up. And let's see if I missed anything else before I get back to my hyper focus. Let's get some stuff done. Yep, definitely. So you still completing some of your stuff here. Let me clear off uh clear off my chair here. So I put down a bucket. So that'll be my makeshift uh, my makeshift chair. Yep, definitely little progress. So we're still got some stuff to do, and then there's like 4 parts that are going to be sent off probably to a paint shop, and I'll get those hopefully painted instead of putting just straight up uh, black piece. I mean, everything else, the radiator support, I'm gonna go ahead and leave, all of this, black, manufacturer black, but the hood, the hood and the bumper sides, I'm gonna go ahead and find a place to get them done. Yeah, this this company, uh, Velocity. So this hat is from Velocity, and they have centers, truck centers, down there in California. And then years, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, they came up here and started buying stuff, and they changed the some of the truck repair centers here. Now they're Velocity as well. So they finally moved from West Coast to the Mid East. So I picked up one of these when I was buying parts for my semi truck, and on the back it says like honoring veterans or something like that. So so honoring veterans. Yep. All right. Wash my hands before I. All right. Again, appreciate you for coming in. I'm gonna go in the house and wash my hands for real because I'm about to touch my hair and get all of this stuff all over the place. So I'm gonna wash with some soap. So I don't know if you can hear me. I don't think my ear microphone is working. Either way. All right. So yeah, I didn't know if my microphone was coming from my earpiece or if it was coming from the actual laptop. So so if you were able to hear me when I was washing my hands, could you let me know? No. If you were able to hear me, then I guess the microphone's coming from my earpiece. But when I went to wash my hands, if you didn't hear the water and the soap and whatever, and you couldn't hear me, then that means the microphone is coming from the computer. I went to wash my hands as well. All right. Well, I'm gonna go walk down to the. Give me a mic check. I'm gonna. I hear the mower. That's across the way. So I'm gonna talk all the way down to the mailbox, and then you're going to tell me if you heard me clearly, or did I feel like I was getting farther away. Okay, here we go. Walk into the mailbox. Walking. Here we go. Walk into the mailbox. If you can hear me, then coming back. Now I walked down to the mailbox, and now I'm back. So, were you able to hear me? All right. The key is how many pieces of mail did I get? Because when I was down there, I said the number, and if you heard me say how many pieces of mail, then I know. No, just the mailbox latch. So you couldn't hear me talking. All right. Yeah, I was talking the whole way down there, and then I did the latch real like hard, but I was talking. So if you couldn't hear me, then that means it's just that. Talk to the mailbox. Okay, now I've seen everything. Hey, sometimes you're sitting here live and there's nobody here, and you're trying to work on you know your car or something like that, and you start talking to yourself because what do they say? You always talk to the smartest person in the room, and when you're the only one in the room, I guess it's okay to talk to yourself. What's up down in the well? Thanks for coming in. So there was two pieces of mail, and just typical junk mail. So other than that, I guess there was an option in the beginning of the stream. It asked me which microphone do I want to use, and I guess I should have picked my ear microphone so that I could hear and talk. Um, why? I mean, if you're talking to yourself, you have to reply. uh, when you talk to yourself, you seem to always come to the same conclusion or solution because you're running it. You're running it by yourself. So there's no other outside opinion. Yeah. All right. Well, to catch you up, I basically had to tear everything back open, and at the AC condenser out here, we have the radiator that we're going to replace. I just emptied the coolant, and I already took off the bumper, I took off the headlights, I took off everything. So this is the third time that I am tearing this apart, and I need to put it back together and be finally done with it. So um, bring it over here real quick so you guys don't have to really rewind. I'll just show it to you. This is a California EPA, OSHA. This is a California hazard, and all this leaking here. So make sure you wash it with water, and you contain the old stuff, and you turn it in properly to your proper disposal places. AutoZone and those places, they'll take oil, they'll take coolant and everything. So this right here, I had to devise. If you watched previous videos, you remembered that this radiator came with a smaller uh, connector here. So I devised going from going from big hose to a reducer to a smaller hose to the radiator. So now, after I did that, I filled it up with coolant, and then I found out that there was another hose that this was leaking. but I had it all closed off with metal and everything, so I couldn't see that. And all I did was hook up the hoses. So if I have 7 hoses, I hooked up with 7 holes, and I didn't realize the eighth hole was there. So, long story short, the new radiator came in, and the new radiator, this is the old one, so it's all mangled up and messed up. So the new radiator came in. It has the proper size right here. Uh, so that's going to be good. It has the 7 holes, and the part that over here on this side, see how it's capped off? It's capped off with like a plastic piece that was never machined. It was never machined open. So now this is the proper radiator. So that is what we are doing. All right, sit you back down. And I wasn't able to bring you guys under the car because I'm using the computer and I wasn't using my phone. So maybe I'll just have to upload some other stuff. Yep. So you're on a road trip right now. Replace a coolant. Oh, okay. That was the road trip from before when you were going out to Utah or uh, wherever you were doing. Extreme patience. Who's that? Down in the well, or me? If you want, I guess you can call the years that I don't do anything. I think you can call that patience. Yep, definitely patience. I say that I'm gonna fix this, but it took over a year, just accumulating small pieces and parts, never fully committing to it. And then the Toyota truck and the semi truck. I mean, shit, that's definitely uh, 2 years. The semi truck, and then the houses probably 2 3 years, and then the Toyota Tacoma truck that was done maybe, wow, 3 4 years ago. So I got a 2008 Toyota Tacoma truck that needs to be rebuilt because that one is actually something more to do with the frame and stuff like that. You know, the biggest lesson, let me tell you, the biggest lesson that I've learned from this is you can't you can't do everything, and your time is also valuable. So you got to make a decision what to uh, put on the priority, or just cut your losses and get rid of it, because it takes up space. It takes up, your head space as well, because you're always thinking, man, I didn't do it, whatever. So basically, you just either say, I'll get to it when I get to it, and you don't care that it's taking up space. So this is here in this garage. At the other garage is the Toyota Tacoma truck. So basically, I haven't had garage space because both of the vehicles are literally taking up space. This vehicle here is a 2022 Toyota Prius Prime. It's a hybrid with electric uh, option as well, but the electric option, you plug it in every night or whatever, and it gives you maybe 25 miles. So the first 25 miles of the day will be electric, and then it'll just kick back and forth between battery and gas, and you get about 47 miles per gallon with it, switching through its hybrid options. Yeah. So if you haven't seen the other videos, or you can wait until this one is done, but then you'll see the expensive headlights, you'll see the rest of it come together. Um, this is kind of just what I wanted to do. Finally, I said, you know what? If I don't start a live stream and I don't uh, try to do a little bit of this today, then I honestly think that this will be another day that I just don't get to it. So I started the live stream and I finally walked to the garage and I pressed the button and I didn't care how long this was going to be. This is actually my longest live stream ever. And it's literally just been sitting, doing a little bit, checking. And at first I was like, man, I feel like I'm ignoring chat, but there was nobody here. So what the hell? I'm honestly just doing live because I wanted to be accountable for getting something done. And honestly, if that's what I had to do, then that's what I had to do. So now, slowly but surely, small steps to bigger milestones, I truly and confidently can say that I will, Sofa Kingdom 76, I will get this vehicle done. I have already got most of the parts, pretty much all of them. And each step of the way, I'll find a wire. I'll find something else that I need to do. I'll have to reorder a part. I'll have to, do something. I know that it's not going to be the end of the hiccups. No, I know that this is not the last bump in the road because as I get everything complete, I still have to go get the AC recharged. I got to get it vac because this is a new AC condenser. I have to get all of that with a new refrigerant. And it's that new refrigerant that some of these shops don't even have. So I got to go to a specialized place that has the proper refrigerant and the proper hookup. And of course, that's going to be another thing. And to be my luck, when they're doing it, they might say, hey, this is bent too much, or this hose is leaking, or whatever. So that means I'm going to have to, again, redirect, adapt, and overcome, and buy another piece, or tell them, you got the piece, fix it. And then after getting the AC and everything recharged, I will drive it back here and complete the bumper, the hood, everything that I need to be a functional driving vehicle so that on my next road trip, I can actually be back in this. And when I'm on the road trip, who knows? A hose could be kinked. The fluid, the coolant, could not be flowing the way that it used to be when it was new. Because of the accident, I could have little things, the shutter system that I decided to fix. Oh shit, I almost freaking put a hole inside the radiator AC condenser when I was moving that part. So this is your air shutter vents, electronically driven. Electronically driven. This system will open and close and direct air to the AC condenser, I'm sorry, AC cooler and the radiator area. And based on your speed with it opening and closing, what if this uh, closes and never opens back up? If I'm driving, I won't see that. And then stuff will start overheating. So um, yeah, I decided to reuse the old one because none of this was damaged in the wreck. Only the sides were damaged. So I re-glued it so that the holes would line up and I'm reusing just the connector. The whole system was good. It's just the connectors. So that's what I did. I re-glued some of these so that it would work. See, just a little bit of glue so that I didn't have to spend another amount for this. This side was good with the clip or the guide. That side was good. I had to rebuild. I had to rebuild the other side. Look at that. I had to rebuild this side so that it can be good to go. So a lot of that stuff, a lot of that stuff has has done. But one thing I am doing this time, I'm using baggies. Always be a little bit organized because the first time I didn't use baggies. I took this sucker apart a year ago, and I put bolts and screws in different places and left some under the car, left some in the toolbox, left some over there, and then the next time I blew out the garage and stuff was flying all over the place. So this time, if I removed a part right away, I bagged it up. Bag it, tag it, and then move on. So now these definitely go to this part, and that was the bumper, upper bumper support. And then that shutter has the bag that was attached to it, and then all of the other stuff. So enough of me rambling on. I'm going to get back to this. I appreciate you guys again for coming in. Let me go ahead and catch up on chat, and then I'm going to go ahead and hyper focus and get back to the task at hand. Efficient cooling, more moving parts breaking. Yep. You buy a tool and repin. You buy the tool to repin. Yes, I did. And that tool, what type of resin did you use to rebuild those pieces? That um, epoxy resin, I guess it's called, where you mix two parts and then it hardens up. JB Weld. So you go to the store, you can buy Gorilla, you can buy Weld, you can buy those things. So this is the. Let's come in here. Hey, down in the well, you didn't see my chair, so you just grab a bucket from the local hardware store. You know, you use that as your garage chair. All right, so here's the tool, and it comes with multiple, multiple connectors. I'm sorry, not connectors. The connectors I had to buy separately. So this is for the intake throttle body. I'm gonna have to depin and repin that one. This one here is for the front radar sensor. The front radar sensor. I have to depin all of those 8 pins and then repin them. These are all the uh, different types of connectors. I'm sorry, those are the different types of repinning things. And then I already looked at the list that it comes with. I got both of the tools that I need, and they look similar, but they're going to be for different ones. So I put those together so that I can focus on these two only at this moment. And then I will tackle each one to depin, and then hopefully the pinning and everything will be good, and then I will just insert them and repin them by hand because I did not buy the other tool, which is called an insertion tool, and that would help you pin those pins on the wire that you have to put them back in. So this is the depinning, and then like I said, I didn't buy the insertion tool. So uh, yeah, I just, oh wow, really? Damn, that's actually a great idea. A freaking lid with a cushion on it. I just turned it upside down and I called it good. Yeah. People that work in shops or in the garage or somebody just time and time again, they're like, man, I just, my freaking, cheeks need some cushion. So they devise these things. Somebody has the ideas, they make it, and then they sell it to the masses. And that's what it is. You have like, just ideal after idea. So it's in the numbers. You have to just do it, and then hopefully one of those ideas come out and be the next big thing. So, all right. Again, thanks for coming in. I'm gonna go ahead and get down and dirty and continue doing this here. We got the battery charging. It was at 50 right now. We're still at 59. So that means we are not really charging. Let's double check it. Reconnection here. Make sure that we are going up. So now we're at 60%, and before it was lower. So that means I do know that it's working. I'm gonna go ahead and refill my cup here, and we'll be back at it. All right. We are going to need some more cardboard. Go back here. I'm gonna save that cardboard for later. I'm gonna wipe it down and then water it. So, more. Yeah, definitely. 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 Surgery take place. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I need to do. All right. Who else is in here? We got. Oh, what's up, Pit? What's up, Pits? What's up, Pit Chance? I hit the bell. What the bell? You hit the bell. I hit the bell. Yep, you hit the bell. That's why I came back. How can I help you? What can I do for you? I'm working on the the car. So basically, I'm gonna go get hyper focused again. And every time I do hyper focus, I don't really read the chat. So if you come on in, say what's up, and then I'll be back. But I gotta stay focused. I started the live stream to kind of keep me uh, going because other than that, I would just close down the garage and call it quits. But, all right, so right now I just washed my hands. I'm gonna go grab my drink. And then, Yep, definitely. I shall have fun. Be safe. To all you guys too. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my goodness. All right, finally, we have some progress. So we have the radiator shroud and the radiator uh, taken out. So now we're going to take this off. We're going to disconnect the shroud from the radiator, and we are going to be done with this for now. All right, first things first. This goes out.
this. Let's dump out some more liquid into the container. Move that up here. And now can okay, one connector done. Now to the other side. Two. All right, and then it should lift up out of brackets down here. Lift up. Lift up out of the brackets, and then separates it. And then you have the radiator and the fan shroud separate. And now we need to put all of this onto the new radiator. Okay. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit. Okay. New radiator. New radiator. And you would say, why do you need a new radiator? The one that you had looked perfectly fine.
And yeah, that's what I thought. But let me show you this radiator here. One. Let's go step by step. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the one I do not need. Can you believe it? Look at that. A freaking hose. My car has 7 hoses. This has 8 holes. This does not have a hose. So I was going to just cap it off. So now let's look at the one that is the right one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and no 8. It's already machine closed. It never was created another hose. So this is the right one. Plus, with the new one, this hole right here at the top is correct, because the old one, I had to create this bigger hole. So I had to buy a reducer from bigger hole down to smaller hose to fit into a smaller hole. But this one already comes with the right diameter, and that diameter will fit the regular hose. And I don't have to do all of this, reduction and stuff. So I'm going to start working on that, bringing those hoses over here, except for that one that I created. Create a workable bench here so that I don't puncture the new radiator. So hold on. Took the box of the radiator. Take the box of the radiator, and then we'll just put that on there for protection. All I need is a little bit, as we'll just go from the inside here. Definitely need to sharpen this knife. Table. table's made. Bird. I got a bird on the side of the house that is like right over the garbage can, and every time I try to do something on that side of the house, even throw away the garbage, he's like flying straight at my head, trying to attack or keep me away from his nest. All right, so we have in here this AC cooler, AC condenser, whatever, or makeshift table. We have tools and we're going to clean up some of this mess over here. Alrighty here. Welcome in, welcome in. Just say something so I can read some stuff later. Alright here. Clean as we go, clean as we go. Put some more cardboard down. So that's good. Alright. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Anything new? Nothing new. All right, I'm gonna go wash my hands. Everything soapy. This is like the coolant and the chemicals. So wash my hands and then come back out here and get dirty again. So you're not gonna be able to hear me. All right, back to. Let's check on the battery here. We got the charger on. Oh, looking good. 71, 72. So that means it's still working, still charging. So we're good on that. And now back to this here. We're gonna remove the hose, and this is okay because I don't need that. We have the new radiator that doesn't require this extra reducer. So now the new radiator is just going to take a regular hose. Actually, I'm going to double check this hose because I think I might already have purchased the new one. So I have all of those hoses here, and out of all the hoses we have, we can see which one we actually need. So this one here is for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, it's for that. So that means I don't need, I actually, hold on. This is the longer one. So the longer one, so this goes over here. Okay. But that one looks good, so I might not need that one. This is for radiator number 2. So this one will be down here. So it depends on if that leaks. So right now, it looks like I need this. This one here looks like, let's see, is it maybe this way? Yep, it looks exactly the same to me. So we're gonna take this one and we're gonna put it on the radiator, and we're gonna put that on the radiator, and it's gonna be just like this. So now we will have a brand new hose here. We need to spit on that and lube it up. Make sure that it goes on, and when you do that, it kind of just helps seal everything. So we'll do that. We'll do that off camera. Okay. So now we got that one all set. Oops. What the hell is that? Big ass dog. Hey, glad he didn't try to come over here. What are you doing? Hey, where you go? Go, go, go. Where are you from? You don't need to mess over there. Keep on trucking, bro. Keep on going. Where are you going?
He's probably smelling all the stuff that I sprayed on those weeds. I hope he doesn't try to eat the grass. All right. Yep, you saw it. You saw it. All right. We are good on that.